Greetings, fellow metalsmiths. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, episode 109, Windhammer time. The current priority now is to start a new steel run and make armor with the steel. So for those raiders that don't know this game, this is a voxel-based survival game, and it has taken me... It took me like maybe 50-something hours to get to the point where I'm making steel. It's very involved. Very, very involved. So if I wanted another steel batch, one of the things that is going to be an issue is I'm not sure how many of the blocks survived. I don't have a lot of refractory bricks left for replacements, but 10% of the blocks hypothetically have broken, so... Oh, that's my second batch of steel. Nom 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 nom. So now I have all this... Oh, that's my iron blooms. I have all this blister steel that I'll need to heat up and get ready for hammering out into steel ingots so that I can actually make armor out of it. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, I'll use the brown coal. So I guess the new people in the chat, you're about to see like the whole process. And honestly, how complicated it is, it's quite complicated. So I'm heating up the ingots of blister steel that just came out of the refractory furnace. And this thing takes like a whole week to process the steel. And let's build the refractory furnace back again. So 5 tiles are damaged. Tile 1. So this furnace is made of like fire clay mixed with other ingredients, bauxite and quartz that is crushed in a pulverizer. And yeah, it's a process, dude. It is a process. Alright, so we're heating up these blister steel until they get warm enough to run on our Windhammer. Our Windhammer is connected to all this axles that runs up to a windmill up there. Similar to like Minecraft's version of redstone, I guess. But it's mechanical power, not electrical. So now what I'm doing is I'm breaking the old bricks that broke. I'm going to get some refractor bricks back for it, but I don't think I have enough refractor bricks for another run. I might, but I might not. So that was number 4, and then number 5 is right above me. Okay, cool. So we have refractor bricks, 15. Alright, let's grab one of these blister steel, stick it on the Windhammer, and let the Windhammer turn into ingots. I don't really want to be involved. I'll do that automatically. I could be hammering it myself, but we have pretty good wind speed right now. So I think the windmill is handling it just fine. Oh yeah, it already finished. So that's steel ingot number 16. I don't think that there was a block higher up. That's cobblestone. This thing told me there we go. 5 blocks are missing, and I deconstructed 5 blocks, so we're all set there. Oh, I need to stick that under the helve. So the thing about what we're making, right? We're planning on making steel chain armor. If I could spell it. So steel body chain, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 ingots. It's expensive. But it's protection tier 4, so it protects us from basically everything that could attack us, which is kind of important when we're going to the res archives full of stuff that will crush us into dust. So, you know, effort worth exerting, I suppose. The bees in here, oh, I pointed that one wrong, have not yet swarmed. So let me update the priority above my head. No, actually, that's right. So what I'm trying to do, generally speaking, is to prepare for the Resonance Archive by making armor fit for the Resonance Archive, and then also making healing. So at some point, once we have the next batch of steel going, what I would like to do is to then work on bandages, which probably means getting sulfur. And if you're wondering, I know that I could fit 4 ingots on this. I just don't think my Hellhammer can heat up 4 ingots. I'll put 4 ingots on. Maybe I'm wrong. Actually, I could be wrong, because this thing is blowing through these ingots quick. These blister steels. And then we have 9 of the 16 ingots that we need for the next batch. So there's not too many iron blooms that I have left to do, which is good. I feel like the music's extra loud today. Really? I have it on 3%? I can't... Okay, 2%. Rex, thank you for the bits, by the way. You can't wait until the endgame dungeon? Man, it'll be fun. Well, I've been using charcoal? Okay, I didn't realize that. I've been meaning to use brown coal. So, that's news to me. Come on, Blister Seal, heat up. I suppose, I could have built a second forge and, like, heated up the blister iron blooms. So, what, I have 9 over here, so I only need 7 to make another run. So I'll put 8 of these iron blooms away, because I don't really need all of them. You know what? Maybe I was wrong. I think we can do all the 4 stack of blister steel. I'm just going to need to not light that for a bit so that we can process these. But it will also be really nice to then hammer out these ingots into plates and then hammer the plates into armor to make our first, like, adult armor. Because we've been running with the same tin bronze lamellar armor that we had from, like, week 2 or 3 or whatever. Like, it was so early. Embarrassingly early. So it'll be really nice to have, like, actual good armor for once, where when corrupted drifters and anything stronger than corrupted drifters roll up on us, we don't have to, like, shriek and run in the opposite direction. That'll be different. Looks like I'm low on food. Man, this Hellhammer is just hammering away. I really underestimated how quick it's processing the blister steel. Blister steel doesn't have as much slag on it as iron blooms, though, so, like, blister steel is quicker, to be fair. So taking a look at my nutrition, protein and grain fell behind a little bit. Maybe a meat stew with grains in it? You know, I'll make bread. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll make a little bit of bread. And Fabian, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Glad you all caught up. I really need to get a different source of water than have to go outside. It's one of those, like, I'm lazy. I'll probably do it the hard way. So let's heat this up. I think I need more firewood. No, I don't. Good. Back up to the blister steel. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Run around like a crazy person, trying to, you know, bandage everything at once. The rye looks to be growing great. It's honestly, So what is it, 9 p.m.? It's probably warm enough for me to start planting everything that I want to plant. But, I don't know. I just don't want to take that chance. That and, you know, if there's only... Let's be real. If there's only 2 streams left, there's not a whole lot of point planting more than... planting anything that isn't going to be harvestable in the next, you know, 2 streams. Which is basically anything. Nothing grows that fast. Like, I think, what, turnips grow the fastest or something like that? Point being, you know, as nice as these farms are, unless the series starts winning the viewer's choice streams, there's not much point in pushing that ahead. Snoozer, thank you for the resub. Did I? Oh. Yeah, let's heat that back up. $27 ingots, so we should be going up to 31 ingots. I used 1 ingot to make the falx that I have, the best possible sword, and then all the other ingots will go towards armor making. I also probably want to process a few extra... Well, you know, I could make a meteoric iron shield. As I mentioned, I think last stream, the material that you make a shield out of doesn't really matter. All it does is increases durability, not its armor. So, you know, a copper shield protects you just about as good as a steel shield. It's just steel shields will have more hit points, but not that many more hit points. So it's not like... it's not really in your advantage to use steel for shields. I bet I burn this bread. That would be my guess. And the iron bloom is next. This is the last blister... Oh, that's steel ingot. Okay. That's the last blister steel that we're making. That iron bloom will be nice and hot in just a second. And do we have charred bread? Spelt dough. Hasn't even baked yet. Still rising. So it's part baked. I'll wait here until it's done. I'm making hardtack for my journey. That's not a terrible idea. Especially given that I don't have a lot of grain, but I have a lot of flour. Intentionally charring my bread for hardtack might be a really good idea for the Resonance Archive food preparation. Yoink. Nom 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 nom. So there's the last ingot. Ta-da! And the, like, molten hot iron bloom. So now we're processing the 5 or 6 iron blooms left. I don't think I really need to hammer it myself. And then I need to replace the refractory bricks. So it's very possible that I need to make some new refractory bricks. I'm not sure how many I have. Oh, I have literally 5 bricks just sitting here. Well, okay then. I got lucky. So what, it's, how many blocks in total? I think I got really lucky with the amount of refractory bricks that failed. Okay. Ta-da! The refractory furnace is all set. And I already have most of the charcoal that I need. With 32 bricks? Oh, so... yeah. I mean, 10% of that... So I didn't get wildly... Yeah, okay. I think I had what failed was roughly the average amount. So I was told on YouTube comments that I could use brown coal for this. No. I was lied to. I think I probably could use the brown coal on the bottom, but not actually in the furnace. Someone lied to me. So, I will start layering in the ingots as we smash them. Yeah, I thought it was charcoal and coke only. I shouldn't have listened to YouTube. The person that told me that on YouTube is probably like, I only meant, you know, underneath. And I misinterpreted because they didn't specify. Okay, this bloom, I think, is hot enough. So I do have enough charcoal to start the process, but I'll probably need to make... I'll need to make some extra charcoal to make sure it finishes. Oh, too cold to work. Boo. Should have heated it up more. Yeah, there are the 6 grates that can break, and then 31 solid blocks. I think that sounds right. And 10% of the solid blocks break, on average. Or, right, tier 1 is 10%. Should I start hammering this myself? Alright, so my grain is now fulfilled. My protein isn't. I don't have protein available. This poultry is fresh for less than an hour. Let's bake it. With some disgusting peat. This is going to be the world's worst chicken. Well, I don't know. I'm competing with, like, fast food, so maybe not the world's worst. I used to have plant-based protein. I ate it all. I done ate it. I had soy, and I ate it in the winter. And it was delicious. Okay, that's heating up. Yeah, the invisible weird meals, exactly. So what I have left is a ton of vegetables, and a decent amount of flour, and preserved fruits, cheese that is still ripening, barrels of milk. Speaking of milk. Oh, is this the... So I had lamb. No, that one's young. Oh, so one's a ram. So of generation 2, or generation 1 rather, I got... Oh, they're already pregnant. But this is a generation 0 pregnancy. I wanted that one to get pregnant. So these 2 ewes can probably die. Lactating for 6 days, but can't be milked. You can be milked, but you're aggressive. Okay. So yeah, the generation 0 ewes I can probably kill off. As they only make generation 1 animals. I mean, again, if this is the second to last stream, it doesn't really matter. I'm just saying, like, strategically, that was what I would do. But they do have protein. True. Well, that sounds about right to me. And we'll be doing that in a minute. The other thing is, now that it's heading into... Oh, speaking of protein. Now that it's heading into spring... Yeah, wait, so it's fine. I ought to be able to get some fruit again. Because we do have some wine, or cranberry juice turning into wine here. And our distillery kind of waiting, but just like filling up my fruit would be nice too. Because I'm going to have, like, I can start drinking the milk, I suppose. That's actually, I don't think it makes sense for me to, like, attempt to make a, another batch of cheese. So, like, I can just straight up start drinking milk. Does the body good. Filling up my dairy for the first time literally ever. I'm not really sure how this dude just drank 3 liters of milk in a sitting. I'm pretty sure that's some sort of like extreme challenge, if you ask me, but alright, whatever. Weird flex, but okay. Okay, so we only need 4 more ingots to layer that up and get it ready. Oh no, my wind is going! No, come back, wind. Okay, I'm gonna start helping out. Because I also need to hammer out all the plates. So if I lose my wind, I'm going to be really saddened. Because there's no way I want to hammer chainmail worth of steel plates myself. Like, hell no. Oh, I forgot the new bloom. It's as if I've never done this before. Now, with the temperatures rising, I probably want to kill off the Generation 0 U's when they're not giving me milk anymore. Nope, that's not how to milk. When they're not giving me milk anymore, or like when I need the meat. It might make sense to run out and use the scythe to get some more grasses to fatten them up for slaughter as well. Now that all the ice is melting, it will be easier to harvest grass. And because I know that you're wondering, hey, what about the trees? I'll check on the cuttings. I don't think that we've hit the temperature for vernalization for the fruit trees yet. I think it's still been too cold. Yeah, it's still too cold. It's -5 right now, so still too cold. I believe the pear trees... Well, let me look it up. Pear need to be warmer than 2 Celsius. So once it warms up like 7 degrees Celsius on average, then we'll be able to vernalize. Alright, 2 more ingots. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this. It really depends on how much sleep my character gets. I won't be able to make a full set of steel without a 3rd batch done. So I could have, like, steel pants and steel chest with only meteoric iron helmet or something like that. That'd probably be the most ideal. Which would be a really good compromise, I think. We'll see. If I end up sleeping a lot this stream to advance time so that the cementation furnace process moves along faster, then that might be different. We will see. Why am I not eating them yet? The fruit preserves? Because I wouldn't benefit from the nutrition right now. It's best for me to eat those fruit preserves right when I am about to head out to the Residence Archive, because if I ate it now, I would lose the benefit before I left. Right, it's like, it's a matter of timing. Okay, I can't hammer this, apparently. Fine. I guess I will just not hammer that. Game's like, yeah, can't touch this. Nice. I'm really happy that I got that brown coal. That's hot enough. Well, now I can magically hammer again. You know, if you play like... there's something weird about this side. Oh, there we go. You know, if you play like MMORPGs or something like that, you know, and you're going to the in-game dungeon and you have a bunch of like power-up potions. You drink the power-up potions right before the boss fight. You don't drink the power-up potions a week before the boss fight, expecting the power-up potions to be of any benefit to you 1 week later. Right? You can think of it that way. That's why I'm not going... I'm doing the milk just because I have an excess of milk. And I'm hungry now. But I don't have an excess of... I don't have an excess of fruit. Alright, so this is all squared away. Oh, one last layer of charcoal. And then seal it up. The stone coffin is full already. Nice. I'll top up the charcoal in a second. Let's get this baby started. And I am indeed preheating the steel ingots for plate making. I don't know if brown coal works down there, but I don't... not keen on trying to find out. I'll just do it the way I know what works. Okay. So, let's see. Did everything work out okay? Yep. It receives heat, and we're making a third batch of steel. So, we are going to be making steel plate. Making plate and then turning the plate into chain is easier than... because the Hellhammer can't make chains. It can only make plates and ingots. And I'm thirsty. I'm ready for 5 liters of milk. Bring it on. Wow, okay. I brought it on, and I'm ready for more. I'm ready for 10 liters of milk. Gross. Yeah, apparently like more like 12 liters of milk. So there's our first steel plate. And we're going to be massing a bunch of steel plates for this. So again, if we take a look at the chainmail, ignore the fact that this is copper. Each copper chain is equivalent to each chain is equivalent to 1 plate. It's really just a plate with punched out sections. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plates, or 22 ingots worth of material that goes into body armor. Also a leather jerkin, which I have to make as well. The leather jerkin is just a bunch of leather, and I have plenty of leather downstairs stockpiled. So that's 22 ingots, and then the pants is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 ingots. And we might not even have enough. No, we don't even have enough for all of that, right? Oh, right. I'm holding ingots right now. Because we had enough for 15 plates. Because we had 31 ingots. and I can't make a half a plate. So we have to decide exactly what we're making with this. With all these steel chains, right? So that I could do... We have 15 plates, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plates of the 15. So we could make chest and helmet with no pants, which would protect us 60%. And that's probably the best we could do, because the pants alone require 6. So unless this steel batch finishes, we're stuck with helmet and chest, which, you know, still pretty good. Still sizably more armor than and much higher tier armor than my level 2 stuff. We're skipping over level 3 entirely. And I am slowly filling up my dairy, and really the most inefficient way possible, drinking like raw milk. So I can ask you guys what to make first. What piece, armor piece, to make first? Helmet or chest? You can pick between those two. And I've been fairly lucky that the wind's been more or less with us this whole time. That might change. Hope it doesn't. I figured between waiting for the health hammer to do its thing, because I don't really want to hammer it flat. There's a high risk, low reward for me speeding up the plate making process, in my opinion. I can grab some dry grass for the animals who are going to need to plump up and get ready for slaughter. Little do they know what I intend to do to them. Oops. Let's not feed them my ingots. Alright, 6 portions. Good enough for now. Cheers. Typically, heavyweight or like well-fed animals will drop more stuff. Not leather, I don't believe, but more, or bone, but more fat and more meat. This rye looks pretty good. It's been growing. The bees have not swarmed yet, I don't think. Empty, 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 empty. But the other skeps are population large, so they're like ready to swarm. They just haven't done it. It looks like a chest piece is going to be what you guys want me to do first. And I can actually start on that now. Because I can make a body leather jerkin. And that fits under the chainmail. I never heated that. So I'm planning on amassing all the plates I need before there goes all that milk. Amassing all the plates I need before starting on punching it out for chainmail, because I'll probably have to remove the health hammer while I do that. This one says it's lactating for 6 days, but like it's not been milkable for some reason. I wonder why. And here is the remainder of my milk. So I probably have more. Well, no, that's not true, because I've definitely filled up my nutrition with fruit before. But if I started to forage for fruit outside, if the fruit's starting to come in, I might be able to get more HP than I've ever had before. I'll take a look in a minute. And one is pregnant, but it's a Generation 0 U that is pregnant. So it is not one I care about. Not making Generation 2. Alright, quick check on our fruit. So we did plant some red currants that are not flowering yet. Some cranberries that are not flowering. So yeah, if the cranberries are not ready, none of the fruit's ready. I might be able to find some wild fruit like I did last stream. But yeah, white currants aren't good to go. Oh, and this was a prospecting point, which honestly I can just delete. I don't care about that prospect point. It looks like bushes. So, in other words, no fruit near me at least. So we're up to 6 plates, and you wanted the chain chest piece to do first. So for that, I need 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're working on that. So I got half the plates needed for the chest piece. It's an expensive piece. Might as well quench them. So another thing to note is the reason I decided on chain over... Well, that's actually a question. If I went with Brigandine, would I be able to get a full set? So I know that I have 15 plates, right? So the helmet is 2, so that's 13 left. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2. I could hypothetically get a full steel Brigandine armor or 2 pieces of chain. I'll have you guys choose. I was originally planning on going chain because it has fewer penalties, but I could see the advantage of having full, granted with some health penalties, but full steel armor, or that is Brigandines now instead. Does reseeding the world cause the resident dungeon to disappear? I don't think so. It's not supposed to. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, which originally streamed live on Twitch March 7th and March 8th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.